always wanted to get a little, you know, breeze over the pale parts. Welcome to Stir Crazy Sailing and Adventures. I'm Dennis. I left a career I enjoy to pursue the activities that I love, with the aim of single-handing a sailboat from Lake Michigan to the Caribbean. You are welcome here on the crew. I expect some success and some failure along the way, but that's part of the adventure. I'll also share with you how I try to stay healthy and fit as I go. Having you along will make this trip even more fun. Thanks for joining me. We have made our way to the far side of the Abaco Islands in the Bahamas on our epic journey, with our last stop at Green Turtle Key. Now we're heading north, up the incredible waters of the Sea of Abaco and across the Bahama Bank. There's challenging sailing ahead to get us across the Gulf Stream and over to the coast of Florida. That's where we'll lay the groundwork for avoiding the upcoming hurricane season while still enjoying more sailing adventures. But we have plenty to experience and appreciate in the beauty of the Bahamas first. Let's try to keep you from going into the drink, huh? Yeah. All right. With the sails up and our route pretty straight in calm seas, it's a good time to take care of some chores. But not right away. One of the bigger surprises on this trip was oxidation. Yeah, I knew that there would be some rust on some of the metal fixtures of the boat. I just didn't really understand how much there would be, and I had neglected it. So, on this trip up the Abaco, why not polish it up a bit? Any marine supply store has some variation of chrome polish, but I had this, so I thought I would give it a shot, and turtle wax worked pretty well. With fluky winds heading up the Sea of Abaco, I did plenty of reel sailing with both sails up, and I also did some motor sailing with Sparky at the helm. That over there is Spanish Key. And there's a marina over there. There's a place to anchor. And I thought about stopping at Spanish, but the weather window is such that I'd like to keep moving. And in clearing Spanish Key, I'm starting to get more favorable wind. So hopefully I can stop motor sailing here and just straight out sail. I don't have a fuel issue necessarily, but I meant to get 10 gallons of fuel in my two jugs, and I didn't, just in case I needed it. So let's see, I mean, I sailed over and then I only needed 24 gallons to get here. I think I'm going to have wind and I think I'll be okay, but I would have liked to have brought that extra 10 gallons of fuel that I intended to grab before leaving Marsh Harbor. That just occurred to me. But I'm not so concerned that I'm going to stop at Spanish Key. My weather window was such that I should get favorable wind across the top of Great Abaco, and then I'll be able to sail across to Florida. So let's make the turn. Thanks for joining me. It's going to be a great day, another great day of sailing. And why, as I'm going home, I'm getting the best weather is beyond me. We've had no shortage of dark, windy days, that's for sure. I have to make my my rolling furling line a little bit longer. I've got it wrapped too many times on the barrel. So while the sail is open, this is the time to do it. I've done this job a few times along the way, and that's because rolling up the sail in heavy winds makes the sail really tight, and then rolling it up when I don't have enough tension on the line makes it a little too loose. So I'm still trying to find the sweet spot. Better. The smooth seas were making me a bit lax on safety. I shouldn't have been running around the deck without tethering off, but I felt comfortable doing it. I still shouldn't have. And, well, the sun, it can be intoxicating. Big fishing boats. Big fishing boats. These were the only boats I saw for 100 miles. And not so big fishing boat. And they would have been the only ones who could have provided assistance if I needed it. With 3 outboards on the back. I don't know that I've seen more than 4. I've seen 4 quite a few times. 3 is conservative, apparently. Turning into the wakes. There is no wind at all right now. And I'm fighting the tide, so I'm only doing like 5 knots, which is not good. I'm going to double check here what the wind is supposed to look like on Wednesday, because it may take me until the end of Tuesday to get to the edge of the Bahama Bank. And then it's a question of how good is the wind. Do I go through the night, or do I wait, sleep, hopefully, and then take off in the morning? It's all about the wind, right? Yeah, because there will be wind out there. Well, that's what we want. We want wind out there. And it doesn't look like there's any threat of there being too much. There is some threat of there being too little. Yeah, we don't need a slow, rough ride. It's beautiful. Nobody's around. And there is a reason that we wear clothes in civil society. But I'm not where civil society is, so I always wanted to get a little, you know, breeze over the pale parts. And sailors will be sailors. I only had one onlooker in the neighborhood. With some potential to burn myself in the sun, why not head right into the kitchen? That's right. This is one isolated restaurant. We are in the middle of Nowheresville. Tonight I will be south of Great Sail Key. Tomorrow I'll get all the way to Memory Rock. See, I'll show this to you. Memory Rock. Here, I'll show it to you now. Memory Rock, you remember where that is, right here. And then on Wednesday, the wind and the waves look to be very favorable. And I'll try to get an early start. Leave at the crack of dawn and try to get in before it gets too dark. Getting in dark at Fort Pierce is okay. It's a really big channel and I've been there before, so that would be good. The short route is to go to Port St. Lucie. It's not quite as easy to get into, and I don't really want to do that at night, but because it's a little bit closer, 10 miles, there's a better chance I could get in there during the light. So I'm just going to have to see what the sea state is and, you know, just go where the winds and the waves take me, I guess. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. That was one long shot, wasn't it? No time to make the salad fancy tonight. Pretty much just greens and fish. No avocado, no chopped up apples. What else do I throw in there? All kinds of stuff. I hope you're enjoying a great meal wherever you are. Whenever you want one. Not sunset, not sunrise. And I have a choice. I want to fly buzz. I want to show you how far out in the middle of the wilderness we are. But I also want to keep going. It's a little bit easier if I continue now into twilight and then even into the darkness a bit, rather than tomorrow morning starting out in the darkness. There goes the sun. So I'm going to continue, and hopefully I have a good morning for me to get buzz in the air. Last time I was here south of Great Sail Key, it was foggy, and so I couldn't put them up to just get a good bird's eye view for you. But I think I will be able to tomorrow. I think the temperatures have been warm enough and the water is now warm enough. I think I'll be able to get a good shot. I think you'll be very interested to see where people anchor when they're on a trip like this, because it's 15 feet deep and we're on the Bahama Bank and the waves aren't very big, and the Bahama Bank extends another 30 miles in every direction at least. So yeah, just drop anchor and then, you know, I guess hope for the best. There are keys way north of me that should break waves if the wind picks up, and it's not supposed to. And then south of me, you know, 10 miles, there's another big island. And so, you know, the potential for any large waves is pretty remote. But there is always the potential for a squall out here. And we could get high winds and rain, but hopefully it's short-lived. So we're going to continue on into the darkness. When next we chat, it may very well be dawn. All right, we'll see how well we can make this work. Actually, at night, you can see the instruments better. Started there, there. We're going to go there. And then we're going to cross over to there. That's where we'll camp out tomorrow night. There. And then on Wednesday, we'll be able to cross over. Then on Wednesday, I'm not sure how well this is working, this handheld spotlight. It's probably working badly. All right, there we go. Now, I can see a little bit better. Yeah. It's nice out here. I think I'm into my third wardrobe change today though. Cooling off. That is our next waypoint. About 8 miles. I don't think we're going to make it. It's just going to be too dark and I'll start to feel uncomfortable. Right now I feel fine, but in a little bit I'm going to be paranoid about hitting buoys for fishing nets or something like that. So we'll go a little bit more and then drop anchor here in a bit. Hey, good morning. How about some coffee? I'm up for some. And I'm going to give you a view of absolutely nothing. Let's get an early morning look around. Anchoring without land in sight may seem counterintuitive, and it actually feels that way too at first, but without any large waves and any significant wind, a person could become pretty complacent and confident out there. That would be a mistake that I would make the next day, because my luck was going to run out. All right, coming in for a landing. My confidence landing buzz on the boat, too, was going to put me in a difficult situation that I'd be lucky to get out of. without damaging my drone. We'll start with that drama next time. I am grateful to every one of you for watching and subscribing. There is plenty of fun ahead. You're going to want to join me for that, so stay tuned. I'll see you soon.